full force of Super Typhoon Goni has struck the island of Catanduanes in here. There is unlikely to be anywhere spared on that island. The eye is now filling and moves into Luzon, where there will be a significant impact. The final JTWC forecast before landfall put the storm at 170 knots. That's a severe Category 5. So the damage on Catanduanes is going to be absolutely catastrophic, unfortunately, and we're going to find out in the hours to come. Even though the Philippines is used to severe storms, this one is one of the worst landfalls on record. And it's going to take years for Catanduanes to recover from this, sadly. Looking at the track, it looks like the storm and the satellite image, you can see the storm has tracked probably directly across the center/southern side of the island. The worst of the winds, well, almost everywhere will have been hit very hard, probably just to the north of the center with the absolute worst. Places like Gigmoto and along this coastline severely hit, and emergency operations should be enacted to go and help these places. This is absolutely devastating landfall. There is also likely to be widespread trees down in these forests, massive swaths of trees felled, unless they are of a variety that can really handle the most intense winds in a typhoon. Massive storm surge is also likely to have occurred, particularly to the north of the center. Again, Gigmoto may have experienced a severe surge coming into the bay and flooding coastal regions. We'll have to see what exactly has happened in the coming hours. The eye has now largely passed Catanduanes, so their conditions should be beginning to slightly improve. However, it's now heading in towards mainland Luzon, with impacts heading directly towards Saguenay, Goa, Magnas, all these regions. Still going to be a Category 4 as it passes over Naga, the other regions of Luzon. So we're looking at a very large impact with severe winds, 150 knots still, according to JTWC, as it passes to the south of Gumaca, Lucena, and now they have it emerging into the sea at 75 knots. So hopefully it will have weakened somewhat down to Category 2 as expected before it hits Manila, and Manila is now slightly off the north of the storm. So the severest impacts are much more focused down here, and Catanduanes is in severe need of help immediately. I'll leave it at that for the moment. As you can see, the eye has been cooling significantly as it's interacting with the terrain, and that should continue. But the cloud tops are still extremely cold. It's still an extremely active system as it passes over mainland Luzon now. Best wishes.